Fight, I'm about to grill them like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight, I'm about to. Always tryna fight, I'm about to grill them like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, bye, 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money like I'm money made. I might pop my jack and uppercut, and he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. Yeah, I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog. I'm a coach flick. Underdogs coming out on top. Got them so sick. 1, 2, 3, I think it's over. 4, 5, 6, he leaning over. 7, 8, they bout to ring the bell. 9, 10, pack them up like mail. It's over. 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 Undisputed. I'm undisputed. I'm undisputed. It's over. 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 I'm undisputed. It's over. 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 I'm undisputed, baby.
I'm aggression, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer, I'm the whispers in your ear. When the light starts flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast. No collision, in the cage. When you visit it, get the leave. In the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations, hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it, what you tasting. Advertise and display.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terence Crawford, 5'7", 135 pounds even. That's the lightweight limit. And he's got a reach of 74 inches. And he'll be facing Teófimo López, stands 5'8" tall and has a reach of 68.5 inches.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Terence "Bud" Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am and who I am, so dependent on exactly where we stand. Stand in any pose, anything but...
There's never a dull moment with this guy. Here comes Teófimo López. Huge wins already in his young career. He's beaten Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor and is a 2-division world champion.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Brooklyn, New York in the United States, an electrifying two-division champion of the world known as the Takeover, Teófimo López.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And there's the bell to start round one. No rest for the weary. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Swing and a miss with the jab. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Nice counter shot. Insane action. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there.
Great round. Now relax.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter. Good counter punching. Looking to land the hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Misses with that uppercut. Beautiful. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Beautiful counter punch. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Still continuing.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. So much firepower here. That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
What's he doing? Get your mind back on the job.
Here we go to the 4th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. Terence Crawford just got rocked. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They exchange punches. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come.
Now you've let him back in. That's gonna be...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
missing with the left hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they throw it, and down goes Crawford. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford is dazed! How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Complete.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Like that round, good round, you feel good. You were thinking, what was that? What are you doing? You need to go back out there and you need to work.
Don't forget the job and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
On to the 6th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And López is dazed. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter shot. Teófimo López goes down. That punch to the head looked so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
That left hook doesn't find its target. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Teófimo López in that last. And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Missing with that jab. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 8. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They miss with the jab. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Nice counter. Good counter punching. Good cross. They exchange punches. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. And we enter the ninth. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. No rest for the weary. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter shot lands. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Let's talk about Teófimo López that last round. Now you start wondering how much work. We've made it to round 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Beautiful counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it and the fight continues. Let's talk about Teófimo López in that last round.
Same again. Don't change too much.
And there's the bell for round 11. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Incredible work rate. His stamina is off the... Hold that thought. Teófimo in some real trouble here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The jab doesn't quite connect. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Teófimo López that last round. You've heard the... Who thought we would have made it to 12? Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. That jab misses. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. And every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.